Largest egg producer in the Southwest, which is headquartered right here in Arizona, employs a lot of people. It has been decimated by the bird flu. The president and CEO says they have lost millions of chickens over the past 2 weeks because of it.
12 News journalist Chase Golightly explains why recovering from this outbreak could take years, leaving questions about Arizona's egg supply.
The majority of Hickman family farms will have to be shut down for the next 2 years, and hundreds of workers will be laid off as they rebuild.
It's devastating to us. But
Glenn Hickman, the president and CEO of Hickman Family Farms, announced Friday they lost 95% of the chickens they have in Arizona.
Today it's 6 million birds.
Most of them dying from bird flu, with a few having to be put down humanely in order not to spread the virus.
The reason we have to dispose of them properly is because with enough continued exposure, you could have a problem.
They noticed hens showing symptoms a few weeks ago, taking action immediately.
We shut down all traffic between farms and all personnel, and it didn't work.
Now, for the first time in 81 years, Hickman Farms, one of the largest suppliers in the country, won't be able to fulfill orders.
There's going to be a lot of those people that are going to be negatively affected.
While the majority of egg operations are being paused, Hickman still has smaller farms in Maricopa and in Colorado, which will continue producing eggs. For them to get back in the full swing of business, Hickman says it will take 2 years to decontaminate and repopulate all their farms, announcing hundreds of workers will have to be laid off because of this.
The worst thing about this whole thing is we're going to have a reduction in force.
What would help them get back up and running faster, Hickman says, is a federally approved bird flu vaccine for the chickens. He says they already vaccinate them for chickenpox, but he says the USDA won't allow them to vaccinate for bird flu because the meat producers don't want it, claiming they wouldn't be able to export chickens to other countries if they did.
We need to be able to start giving it to our flocks, and the quicker that we can start vaccinating our nation's poultry flock, the quicker that we can get back to normalized operations.
So with millions of chickens dead here in Arizona, what does that mean for egg prices? Hickman doesn't believe there will be a sharp increase. He actually expects prices to normalize because while his farms are going through this, he says others are starting to pick back up and will hopefully meet all of that demand. We're in the West Valley. Chase Golightly, 12 News.
Chase, thanks. Today, a major update from investigators working the case of the 2 Arcadia High School students who were killed at Mount Ord. Deputies now tell us that 18-year-old Pandora Julesrud and 17-year-old Evan Clark were shot to death. The 2 were found on Tuesday off State Route 87 between Mesa and Payson. The Maricopa County Sheriff's Office is asking anyone with information to contact investigators.
A Phoenix police officer is in the hospital tonight with broken bones after being attacked by a 51-year-old man that she was called to investigate. It happened in broad daylight near 19th Avenue and Southern.
Police say witnesses who called 911 helped officers track the suspect down. 12 News journalist Kyle Simchuk is outside Phoenix Police headquarters with more on the injured officer.
This officer has been with Phoenix Police for 6 years. The suspect knocked her to the ground, breaking her nose and ankle. A witness shared video of the attack with 12 News, and it shows just how quickly things escalated. Around 1:15 Friday afternoon, Phoenix Police received multiple 911 calls about a man acting irate and banging on the windows of this Dollar General store near 18th Avenue and Southern. A nearby officer responded and found a man matching the description outside another dollar store a few hundred feet away. What started as a routine investigation quickly turned violent.
Once she tried to stop him, he began to fight with the officer. During this fight, he struck the officer in the face, causing her to go down to the ground.
Video shared with 12 News shows the attack. The officer tries to speak with the suspect. A few seconds later, he begins throwing punches, hitting the officer in the face and knocking her to the ground. The suspect then walks away as more calls to 911 come pouring in.
Witnesses called into 911, and we're very thankful that they did, to provide some more clarity, some more details to dispatch and to our responding officers that there was an injured officer that needed help.
The officer was taken to the hospital with a broken nose and ankle.
Her squad, her supervisors, the Phoenix Police Department has her back and wishing her the best.
Police found her attacker and arrested him.
Anytime that you're leaving long-lasting marks, bruises, scars, these are going to be felony charges that this individual is looking at. I don't know what his past history is when it comes to criminal justice. That's definitely something that's going to be part of the investigation.
And Phoenix police say this officer could be discharged from the hospital as early as tomorrow. We're outside Phoenix Police headquarters. Kyle Simchuk, 12 News.
All right, Kyle, thank you. Glendale police have made an arrest 1 month after a woman was stabbed to death at a bus stop near State Farm Stadium. Police say that 27-year-old James Weekly used a pin to stab 62-year-old Judy Lopez after they got off a bus together on April 28th. Police say that Weekly took Lopez's phone after the attack. They used that to track him down. Family says that Lopez was walking home from the bus stop when the attack happened.
My mom feels elated that they found justice for a senseless murder, because it was senseless. It was a horrible thing that happened to my sister. No family should have to go through that, but a lot of families do.
Tonight, the motive is unclear. Weekly told detectives that he got into an altercation with Lopez near the bus stop, but police could not confirm his story. The Lopez family tells us that Judy was loving to everyone and always offered help to those in need.
New details tonight after police say a woman shot a home intruder this week in West Phoenix. Court documents show that the victim returned home on Wednesday and found deli meat laying on the counter that she didn't remember taking out of the refrigerator. She then saw that the oven was on, and she started to get the sense that someone was inside the house. At that point, she grabbed her gun and found the suspect, 33-year-old Alexandra Sarzosa, hiding in a bedroom closet. The woman says Sarzosa then charged at her, and that's when she fired 2 rounds. Sarzosa was treated for her injuries and is now facing multiple felony charges.
Some big changes are ahead for the Valley this weekend. Let's get to our weather impact forecast with meteorologist Lindsay Riley.
Lindsay, we've got a weather impact alert day coming up on Sunday.
Yes, Sunday is a weather impact alert day. We will have showers and thunderstorms. Some of those thunderstorms may mean business. We're talking the possibility of a few severe thunderstorm warnings with damaging winds as a possibility during the afternoon and evening. For tonight, warm conditions, clear skies expected. Tomorrow, you're really going to notice a big jump in the humidity. So not only is it going to be a hot day, getting up to 104, it's going to be a humid 104 with showers and thunderstorms developing on Sunday. As far as the timeline, the wettest part of the day in the Valley on Sunday will be from 5 p.m. to midnight. Again, few of those storms could be severe, and in the Valley, we're looking at anything from 3/10 of an inch up to a 1/2 of an inch. But within some of those thunderstorms, we could have localized higher amounts. Now, a little bit more rain expected up in the high country, and that's going to linger more into Monday.